folks, it's Miss Hope here, and this week we're going to be creating our very own paper house. Boop, boop. So the things that you'll need are a piece of paper, white paper cut in half, some colored pencils or crayons or anything for coloring, scissors, and a pencil for sketching. So I've been thinking this week a lot about home and what makes me feel at home. Maybe a lot of you have spent a lot of time at home, more than you wanted in the past couple months. It's been your school, it's been your office, it's been the place you hang out. And a lot of things right now are changing, and that can be really exciting, but can be really scary too, as we leave our homes. And so it's important for us to think about the things that make us feel safe and make us feel comfort when we are at home. And so for me, some of those things are my dog. You can see I did a little sketch of my dog. Reading books makes me feel at home. And my friends and family too. I live with some friends, and many of you probably live with your families too. So think about people that make you feel safe and comfortable, and what about your home and being at home makes you feel safe. So then we're gonna begin. Alright folks, I tried to get you nice and close so you can see what we're doing here. This piece of paper is 8.5 by 4 and a little bit, half of a regular piece of copy paper. And the first thing we're going to do is fold it in half the hot dog way, which is the way that makes it shorter. I'm going to line up my edges, and then I'm going to use my other hand to press down the side. Then I'm going to open it up and take this outside edge and fold it in. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, folding right to the middle. Then I'm going to take this corner and fold it in to make a triangle. And press it down. And I'm going to take this side and do the same thing. This will be part of the roof of my house. But then I'm going to open it up, and this will be the inside of my house. Then I'm going to take these inside pieces and kind of push them in using those crease lines to make my house kind of 3D. Then when I fold it down, you can kind of see what I'm doing? When I fold it down, this will become the outside of my house. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side where I push this crease in along those lines that I made before. Kind of have to finagle it a little bit, but make it work. So then I have the outside of my house made. So the next thing I need to do is draw my windows and doors. So if I want my door to be right along the edge, I can just do a line here, and then I'm going to cut my windows. I have some downstairs windows and some upstairs windows if you want a 2-story house, or you can just do one set if you want a 1-story house. It's up to you. So I'm drawing these as squares, and maybe I'm going to put little window panes in them. But when I cut, it's important to leave one side attached so that I'm going to erase it so I remember which side that is, so that the windows can open and close. So this door doesn't look like a door yet, but when I cut right here, then I'll be able to bend it open. There's the door. Same thing with windows are a little bit tricky, so if you're a kid, you might need to get an adult to help you with this. But what you do is take the paper and kind of bend it a little bit so that your scissor can make a little snip. Then once you have a little hole there, you can get in with the end of your scissors to make this window open without cutting the whole thing off. So then I have a downstairs window that opens, and then I'm going to do the same thing to my upstairs windows. It's a little tricky, but the more you practice, the better you get at it. It's really fun. Remember, our art doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to make it the best that we can and to have fun with it. Then I'm going to open this up. And then I have my inside of my house too that I can decorate. So I might want to sketch out a line that's going to be the difference between the upstairs and the downstairs, just so I know what to draw in each window. And then I can look at my windows and decide that I'm going to have a person, maybe myself, waving out the window here. I'm going to give myself some hair. Drawing people is a little tricky, so if you're doing stick figures, that's fine too. Give myself a little more hair. And then I can open it up and draw the rest of myself inside the window. Maybe I'm sitting down. Oh dear. People are tricky, especially when I'm drawing upside down. Maybe I'm reading a book in here in the window looking out at people. So, but then when I open the window, I'll just see my head. And then I can figure out what I want to be downstairs, and I can add a roof if I want for this to be the roof upstairs. If I want to do some plants outside, I can have a little potted plant out here. It's really up to you what you want your house to look like. I can think about maybe, yeah, my dog's gonna be in this downstairs window. She likes looking out the window. Oh dear, drawing dogs upside down. This is why I'm starting with my pencil and eraser. I might have to flip this around. There she is. Then I can draw the body of the dog inside. So when you close it, you just see the head, but when you open it up, you can see the whole dog. Then maybe she's gonna have a food bowl here and some water, the other important things for dogs. Then once I have some of the things that make me feel at home, some family, maybe myself in here, I can start to add color. So I'm gonna use colored pencils, but you can really use any kind of color you'd like to add to your house. So my roof is gonna be gray. I'm coloring this in. You can really take your time with this, or you can go quickly. It's up to you. If you want to just leave it in pencil, that's an option too. If you want to use markers or paint, welcome to do that too. Color in. My flower. And maybe my door would be blue. That would be a fun color for a door. Kind of a blue-green. There's my door handle. Hello. So that's, you can get the basic idea of how it is to make your very own paper house. When it's finished, it might look something like this. Thanks for making with me today, and I hope you have the good life that you deserve.